So guys, let's do analysis on our JPY pairs. We will be looking at our GBPJPY, EURJPY, and AUDJPY. So I would actually look at these three pairs and we'll try to see where our price will be moving. Let's start with our GBPJPY. I think this move from here, this was about around, let's start it from here. This was about 2020. I think we should say January 2020. We've actually been having this movement upward, which is actually a bullish move, by the way. On our GBP to our JPY, we are actually on a bullish move on the monthly time frame. Let's see it this way. We actually had an impulse move. We had a correction here. Another impulse move was made. Let's take it here. We had a correction. We saw this highs here. This highs actually broke above the previous highs. We had a little bit of a correction. We had another huge movement upward. So I mean, since then we are actually at this correction, right? And now we are expecting another movement upward to actually break above this previous highs on our GBPJPY. So monthly time frame, we are actually on an uptrend move. One. Second is that our monthly time frame on GBPJPY, it is above, the price is above the 10 period moving average. So this moving average you are seeing is the 10 period moving average. The price is above it. So if you want to trade on the monthly time frame standpoint, we are to look to actually go long on this GBPJPY. Now down to the weekly time frame, full trend also an impulse movement upward. We're actually on an uptrend move. So basically for some weeks we were ranging around this area here. So if you were actually following, you would have actually know how we actually range within this area. We once took this up area as our support, and we took this down as our we took this up area as our resistance, and we took this down as our support. Our price was ranged within this support area and resistance area. So basically we had a breakout of it. So once we had the breakout of it, our price rolled down to test this our breakout, and we saw this rally movement upward again on our GBPJPY. So see we once range within that area, so price actually broke out. So basically we would want to see where our price will be moving for this week on this GBPJPY. So we actually had this week that just passed, we had this huge bullish movement on this our weekly time frame. So basically these lows I took here as our support area, I highlighted it, and I also took this as our resistance area here, and I also highlight this key area here, which means if our price can break above this resistance area this week, then definitely we'll see it rally up to this our next resistance area, which I've just highlighted. This our next resistance area I am looking at it from. So once the price can actually break above this resistance area, then the next one we'll be seeing it roll up to is this one here. So basically we would be aiming to trade it within this range here. So this is a support area. See this huge wick, price came to this level and it gave us that huge wick upward. We saw this huge wick upward, a huge wick. So once the price got to this level, we tend to see rally up massively. It will give us that huge wick. Now let's see it on our daily time frame. By the way, we saw the price, it is very much visible on a daily time frame. So we see it here. Once the price comes to this level, we saw it rally up, it comes and it's rally up. So basically this is a legit support level, and now you see this price actually roll up, right? It is now at this resistance level. So if you are to trade it, by the way, on what we see and not what we think, by the way, what we are expecting is a drop again on our GBPJPY. So basically for this week again, we are expecting to have a drop on our GBPJPY. Now the reason why I will be seeing a drop on our GBPJPY, I should be showing you this JPY index, by the way. So basically full trend on this our JPY index, I'm using the daily time frame. Full trend we are actually on a bearish move. So the price actually came to this area, which is our support level, and it's roll up. It came here, it's roll up. So basically on this daily time frame standpoint, price actually range within this area. And now our price, once it comes to our support level, we tend to see to roll up to the resistance level, but the price has come to this our support level, right? We were expecting to actually roll up to this our resistance level, but guess what? The price broke below the support level. We saw it. Price broke below the support level. Now, one thing about this trend line movement, or this price action, once price tends to break out of our support level or resistance level, we tend to see it come back to retest that area again. So this our JPY index, we broke below our support level. We are expecting it to come to test this our area again. So basically, once this JPY starts going bullish to test this our level is broke out from, then we should be seeing that drop, which is a confirmation on our GBPJPY. So basically, once that JPY index starts going bullish, as we are all expecting, then our GBP will go bearish, because once JPY is pushing up, then the GBP will be pushing down. That is one. See it this way again. Another reason why I said we'll be going bearish is this. We saw this huge movement upward. If this is to be an uptrend movement, which will actually roll up, that might possibly take out this ice this week, right? We should actually have this impulse movement upward. Then a correction should be made, right? Once the correction is made, we should have another impulse upward on our GBPJPY. So basically, on this daily time frame on Friday, we actually opened and closed bearish red, right? So is this pullback over? I personally don't believe it. Let's see if we have the pullback to this level, which is about 162. We are currently at 165. Let's see if the price can roll to 162. Then we're very much likely to see a bullish move. So basically, two reasons why I said GBPJPY would actually drop. Once we have that drop on our GBPJPY, then we'll actually be rolling up and start having that bullish move, because JPY index, once we have that pullback, which will be giving us a bullish move, then we'll be expecting a drop again. So once we have a bullish move, which will roll up, then we should be expecting a drop. Then our GBPJPY should actually give us that drop, then a rally movement upward. So this week we are expecting a drop and a rally movement on GBPJPY. Next one, our EURJPY. Now see it this way. We will start with our monthly time frame. So let's see on the monthly time frame, we are actually ranging within this area here. If you have to see it, you understand it. We saw the price came to this level, it draws, it's roll up, came to this level, it drop. We saw when it comes to this level, it bounces up and it came to this level again. So basically, once we alight our key level, we can take up as our support, it is up as our resistance level, while the down will be taking it as the support level. Now, once the price came to this support level, we saw it actually starts rolling up, and we are expecting it to roll up to this our resistance level. So basically, we are still on an uptrend on monthly time frame. Let's see it this way. By the way, there was an impulse movement upward, a correction was made, another impulse movement upward, then a correction, right? And we are expecting another movement upward, and this movement we are expecting to actually break above this previous high. So EURJPY, we are still on an uptrend. Possibly if the price can actually tap this level, which is our highs, then we might be seeing a drop. But still on monthly time frame, we are still on an uptrend move, by the way, EURJPY. Now let's see it on the weekly time frame. So basically, price actually roll up from here. We saw a drop, we had another roll up, breaking above the previous highs. We saw this drop, we saw another roll up again. So basically, this week I very much would love to see this drop again, then a rally movement upward again on our EURJPY, breaking this highs. The reason why I say that is because of our JPY index. Once again, analyze the JPY index. This is the daily time frame, full trend bearish move. We saw the price actually range within this area, which we take high up here as resistance level and this down as the support level. Once the price comes to the support level, it rolls to the resistance level. It comes to the support level and roll up to the support resistance level, then come to the support level. Now the price came to this support level. We were thinking or expecting to roll up to this resistance level, but the price broke below it. So basically, price as now is no longer ranging, so it has now broken below support level. Once price break below support level, the price action says that we will actually have to retest this area. So the price will actually come back to test this support level before we continue to go bearish, right? So basically, once this JPY index starts rolling up to test this our support level, then we should be seeing a drop on our EURJPY. So once JPY starts pushing up to test our support level, then our euro should actually give us that bearish move, by the way. So once we see that after that bearish move, then JPY index starts giving us that bearish move, starts dropping, then our EURJPY will actually push up. So that is reason one. I said it will be getting a drop. And reason two is that this is actually a key level here. We saw the price level here. We saw the price level and it's kind of rejecting. So we should actually see it reject a little bit. Once we see it reject a little bit, then we should actually see it rally up again. So EURJPY, I'm expecting a drop, then a bullish move. Down to the daily time frame, by the way, I like it as the highest level here. Price comes to this level, it drops. Come to this level again and it drops. I think it came here 3 times, by 1, 2, 3, and we saw it drop. And now it has rallied to this level and it is giving us that bearish move. So let's see if it will actually drop to this level on the daily time frame. Let's see if it will actually drop to this level, then we'll actually see it rise up. So once it drops to this level, it possibly might hit this 10-period moving average. This moving average you're seeing here is 10. So let's see if it will drop to touch our 10-period moving average, then a rally movement upward. See it, Euro USD, EURJPY was impulse move here. A correction was made. Another impulse move, right? After impulse move, we are expecting a correction again. So basically, once we expect this correction, we should be expecting this correction around this area. So weekly time frame and daily time frame just confirm it that we will be going bearish. After a bearish move, then we will actually see a roll up on our EURJPY and see it on this 4-hour time frame to actually take this trade. We actually want to take the trade on the 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame, we've actually seen this bearish move and we are on a pullback level on this 4-hour time frame. Once the price break below this lows, which is about 142.150, then our advice to take the short position on EURJPY. So we'll be expecting to jump in this trade once the price breaks below 142.570. If not, we might actually wait a little bit and see how the price will play out. And 1-hour time frame is actually on a bearish move. An impulse move was made. Add a little bit of a correction. Another impulse move. Guess what? We are on a correction level, and we very much likely see the correction level end at this level here. So after this correction, we should be expecting a drop again. So once the price breaks below 142, then we can actually short this. So EURJPY, we are expecting to go bearish, then a bullish move. So I mean, to actually go bearish, we can actually want to take the trade on the 1-hour time frame. And then lastly we have is our AUDJPY. Let's see it on the monthly time frame. So we will start off this recent move on this monthly time frame on AUDJPY. So from here, we actually see it monthly time frame. We are actually on a bullish move. Now let's see it this way. There was an impulse move. A correction was made here. We had another impulse move. We saw this correction, little bit of a correction. Now another impulse move was made, right? So after this huge impulse move on AUDJPY, what are we expecting? a correction again on our AUDJPY. So we should be expecting a correction since we are on an uptrend move, and you can see this is actually a huge uptrend move here, impulse move upward. At least we should be having an impulse move and a correction which will be bearish. So monthly time frame we want to see go bearish a little bit. We have had a good amount of impulse move, so we are expecting a bearish move. So now let's see this ice. To take this ice like this. So we saw this level here, price came to this level, we tested it and it dropped. It came to this level again and it dropped right on our AUDJPY. So we are eventually seeing it want to roll up to this level. So possibly in this monthly time frame, as we are all expecting a drop, right? We are all expecting, we're very much likely to be expecting it upward. Let's see if it will go a little bit and a drop on our AUDJPY. But above all, let's see how our price will play out this week. By the way, I want you to know that price will actually tap this ice because we saw this level here, we saw it react to this level, so we very much see it react to this level again on our AUDJPY. So basically see it impulse move, correction, impulse move, another correction, and we add another impulse move again. Is it impulse move over? Possibly not, but sooner or later we'll be having a correction which will be bearish. So watch out for it. AUDJPY, monthly time frame impulse move, weekly time frame, this is from here we started. Price is actually on an uptrend move, coupled with the fact that the price is now above our 10-period moving average, so we should actually look for a way to actually go bull long on this AUDJPY. So we are still on an uptrend move on AUDJPY. Now let's see it this way, price kind of range within this area here. So price actually range. So once the price came to this level, we saw it's actually had a pullback level, so it was actually kind of ranging within this area. So if you are actually following this channel, you can see how we actually kind of predicted some of this move, by the way. Now price has broken above this area, which was once our resistance level, right? So once price breaks above our resistance level, what are we expecting? A pullback again to test our resistance level. So on this our AUDJPY, we are still on an uptrend move. I want you to know that we are still going to be going up, by the way, to actually hit this our possibly 102. We are currently trading at 97. If AUDJPY can hit 102, then we might be getting a drop. But of recent 1 week, we see that this price has just broken the resistance level. So once price break above the resistance level, we should be expecting a pullback. Are we going to be getting it this week? Possibly not, but expect it. Watch out for it. Weekly time frame says we'll be having a pullback anytime soon. So daily time frame, see this huge movement upward, right? So we've seen this breakout, by the way, on our AUDJPY. So I'm very much likely to see it still go bullish, by the way, still rally up a little bit on our AUDJPY before we add this correction. I don't think we'll be having a correction anytime soon. But if we start having the correction anytime soon, do not be surprised, because once price breaks above this level, we should be expecting a pullback to test this level. Then if you want to go long, after we test this level, then you can actually go long. So once the price continues to go up, then fine, but still watch out for it. We want to see test this, pullback to test this our level. And now for our time frame is the time frame we would love to take this trade. So this for our time frame, we are still on an impulse movement upward. This was the level we actually roll up to this level, and we saw a pullback to this drop. So basically we saw another impulse move. A correction was made on the 4-hour time frame. Another impulse move. A correction was made, hit our 10-period moving average. Another impulse move, and a correction. So basically on this 4-hour time frame, we are still on an uptrend move. So if you would want to take a trade, we would want to take it on the 4-hour time frame. Since we are still above our 10-period moving average and price is still ranging for our time frame, then we should not bother to short it. We should still continue to go long on this AUDJPY. Let's see if the price will actually continue to go up and break above. Likewise, our 1-hour time frame see an uptrend move. So basically 4-hour time frame and 1-hour time frame says bullish. So we would want to still go long on this AUDJPY for the week.